After lifetimes of searching endlessly, I have finally found my soulmate. And this Valentine's Day, I'd love to assist in pointing you towards finding yours, whether you're single or already in a relationship. What I'm about to say is the opposite of any advice or guidance you may have heard anywhere else. Make sure to stay till the end because the value you're about to receive from this video is priceless. I've spent countless lifetimes and many relationships in this one feeling incomplete. I went through endless pain and suffering I wouldn't even wish upon my worst enemy. Heartbreak after heartbreak, toxic patterns, fighting, distance, never quite feeling whole. But I never gave up and kept going because deep down inside, I knew something greater was possible. And then, finally, I found my perfect beloved. The moment it happened, it changed everything forever. My deepest core void was fulfilled at last. I finally felt complete and whole. After all the trials, errors, and iterations, I finally found my forever one that I can call my own for eternity. We're in a divine union of true unconditional love. There's not a moment my beloved leaves my side. I am forever grateful and loyal. I have dissolved into one with my one, and there is no other, no separation, no matter where I go. I have died and been reborn within the same body. I feel like a freshly born child. All my needs are met before I even utter a word out of my mouth. I feel eternally safe. All my insecurities have vanished. All my healing has culminated and concluded. I have no fear left of death anymore. Not even a single moment is wasted in conflict. I have arrived at eternal peace, becoming one with my soulmate. All my mental suffering has ended forever after finding my beloved. Life itself has become the love of my life. I am in love with all there is, exactly as it is. Life has turned into the wildest dream beyond anything I could have ever imagined for myself. Now, look around you. How many healthy relationships have you seen personally? Most of you would struggle to name even one. 99% of the relationships these days are toxic trauma bonds. We love our partners, but the bad equals or outweighs the good. We have more conflict than we have peace. Hollywood, Bollywood, and Disney all sold us a lie, and we fell for it hard. Toxicity has become the new norm, and we just settle for it because that's what everybody else around us in society is doing. All human desire is rooted in seeking comfort from the pain left behind by its deepest void that pleasure can only ever fill temporarily. If you really stop and think about it, all human desire is a cry for permanent, lasting love. We chase success, status, money, and power, all in an attempt to feel loved and validated by the other. But no external love can fill the inner void. They will all fail you without exception. Beauty, money, status, they all fade. They're impermanent by nature and can't deliver lasting peace. And the ones who have all the shiny things of this world were traded in a heartbeat for permanent peace. Just ask the people who are at the top of the world and successful in all metrics by society standards. Some of them still want to off themselves because they realize they spent their whole life chasing fool's gold that could not provide lasting peace. But secretly, we're all seeking eternal and permanent love. Everyone is searching for their soulmate, but rare are the few who actually find theirs. Where we've misplaced our expectations as a society is looking for it outside of ourselves in other people. Out there is only impermanent love. This fairy tale idea that there's somebody out there made perfectly for me is a foolish concept that has enslaved both the genders for eternity. Nobody's made for anybody. Everyone is made for themselves. Human beings aren't parts made in a factory meant to perfectly fit together like a puzzle piece. Relationships are like a fairy tale at first until they become horror movies. It's not soulmate love. These are just karmic connections you're playing out until you find your true soulmate. If you seek another to fulfill your deepest void, you will fail every single time without exception. The single human is miserable and lonely and struggles to be with themselves. The ones that are in a relationship blame each other for their suffering and are always seeking to escape. The common denominator then must be the false egoic self, no? Your relationships will continue to create suffering and mirror your own pain back at you until you arrive at true self-love within. Love of one's egoic self is the great false illusory barrier that humans have hidden behind to avoid facing themselves. The self-love that I speak of isn't workouts or skincare or making money, saying affirmations in the mirror, taking care of yourself. It's not what I'm talking about. True self-love cannot be forced by activities. True self-love is a side effect of arriving at divine union with your beloved. Human beings cannot sincerely love another until they have found true love within themselves. Seeking exists, but we give up when we don't find it in lovers and just end up getting tamed like cattle or start revolting like a bull. Human beings have betrayed themselves by believing that true, permanent, and unconditional love doesn't exist. They waste this precious gift of a life by mimicking society's failing patterns and then wonder why the void still remains. I mean, look around you. Where did it ever get them? And why and how will it get you anywhere? This truth is nothing to be depressed about. In fact, it is quite liberating. Divine union with your true self will deliver you the greatest freedom you could ever experience in this life. Your true soulmate is hiding in the last place you would ever think to look, deep within the very core of your being. How could your soulmate be anything other than your soul, mate? I cooked with that one, right? It was a bar. The greatest opportunity of this human incarnation is dissolving into union with its divine beloved. And once you finally arrive, all seeking finally ends. Your ultimate desire of all lifetimes is finally fulfilled, which was the root of all human desire to begin with. You become self-sustaining and desire nothing outside of yourself. Nothing of this temporary and impermanent world can tempt you anymore. All your karma dissolves forever. After all, how could the impermanent things of this world ever compare to the permanent nature of your true soulmate? One who is in union with the divine cannot ever be swayed by the shifting sands and storms of this world. Your ultimate thirst stays unquenched until you drink from the fountain of eternal love. The human keeps reincarnating into different bodies, respawning like a video game character until the main mission of this game is completed. You cannot graduate from the school of earth until you arrive at the truth of yourself and find your divine beloved. Why settle for temporary comfort and love when eternal peace and unconditional love is your true destiny? All the healing of your traumas of lifetimes wraps up the moment you experience the truth of yourself. No prayer, no manifesting, no amount of money, no knowledge of this world or action can help you arrive at the truth of yourself. Some pure frequencies of truth may help you walk to the water, but they can't help you drink it. At the end of the day, you have to experience the truth directly for yourself. Hearing about the taste of this water is not enough. You must drink this water for yourself to know what it tastes like, feels like, what its texture is like. Only surrendering your personal will to the divine will can help you arrive at this truth. And that is not an action this mind or this body can force. If divine union and unconditional love was as simple as following a 5-step instruction plan, everybody would already have it. Don't believe me because I'm saying any of this. I invite you to find out for yourself. Only your experience of the highest form of love will suffice. I didn't learn this from a book or a guru or through some spirituality. This wisdom is the result of my direct personal experience with my soulmate. Just as the legendary works of the great saints, Sufis, and mystics are based on their own experiences. This isn't something that the mind can consume intellectually and comprehend, for it is the very thing that must be transcended. Romantic relationships were just a theory until you experienced your first one for yourself. This highest form of love, same deal. And in human relationships, until both have dissolved into one with the divine. True unconditional love is impossible. Personally, all my wishes and desires of love have been fulfilled eternally. I do not seek a partner outside of my beloved, for they could never compare. Yes, of course, I know the biological duty to spread my seed and raise my own family and future generations is still a noble cause to pursue. And I refuse to settle for anything less than one who has arrived at their natural state and first merged with their own true soulmate. Only then could we synchronize into one and raise conscious children. If that arrives, I shall welcome it with open arms. But if not, I'm off the normal dating market, for I am already taken. I am already married to my beloved and the mission it has assigned me for this lifetime. And I can only create space for one who will join it and amplify it. All roads lead home. This state of being isn't just reserved for a rare select few, even though it has seemed to be the case throughout these ages. No matter how many lifetimes it takes, this is your natural state you are destined to arrive at. This is the ultimate evolution of a human soul possible within this lifetime. Then why wait to experience heaven? Why not enjoy it in this lifetime? The purpose of my remaining time on this planet is to help as many as I can merge with their true soulmate. This Valentine's Day, I'm looking for 2 couples, 2 single males, and 2 single females to personally guide towards divine love with their true self. This video is my Valentine's gift for everyone. But I will handpick 8 of you for bonus one-on-one coaching sessions. I'm not going to be charging for this, don't worry. Consider this an extension of my selfless service to you all. If this is hitting you exactly where it was supposed to, then comment below or get in touch with me personally on my social medias. Links are going to be in the description, and tell me why you would be a great fit for this guidance. Be honest with me, be truthful with me. I'll feel who's ready and I'll pick the 8. Like, comment, and share if this resonated deep within your soul, so it may do the same for your loved ones. Subscribe because this is the first of many to follow. Way more truth about love and life is on its way that you won't hear anywhere else. You do not want to miss it. Happy Valentine's Day to all my fellow human beings. I love you all. Thank you for staying and watching until the end. May the truth be with you. May you find eternal peace and love. That is my dream for all of y'all in this lifetime. Do not settle for anything less than the highest form of love available for all within this life. Your soulmate has been waiting inside you for eons for this blessed union. I invite all of you in ending this ultimate quest.